Hello, hello, hello. Kenny, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
I
Oh, yeah.
can't
Did
hear.
you hear me?
Hey, you got volume going?
I got volume going. Can you hear me?
Or is maybe it's just me
Hold on a second. It might be just
that
you
I'm
because I
not
can hear you.
hearing you. And that is all right.
I can
And
hear you.
welcome everyone to Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture, or little thing we like to call the
Okay.
show.
You can see me, but can you hear me?
So I gotta hide that one
Can you hear me?
so that it's not popping up. Yeah, let's hide it. All right. It's showtime, folks. It's showtime, folks. Welcome. Welcome to Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. I am Kathy, and
I am Kenny.
I don't know
I
what
am
he's
Kenny.
doing, but I'm not hearing
I'm
him.
Ken. You can't hear me?
Is that, it could just be me and my wall of sound. I'm having a
You can't.
moment here
I,
with my Mac, and it's
uh,
probably me and my sound that I'm not hearing a thing. That is really weird.
I am Kenny. You can
Okay,
hear
see
me on
now
the. You
that
can hear me on the. You can hear me on the feed.
okay, well, all right. I guess if I can hear you on the feed, we're gonna assume it's all good. Okay, okay.
Okay, it's all good.
Oh, now I
Where's
can
the
hear you.
intro?
Okay, that you know what? The intro, and it was awesome, but I realized it's on my laptop, and I don't know if I can. And I didn't download it to
Oh,
because I was doing the show on the computer, and I maybe before we go, because not only that, I also brought an outro, so I had us coming and going, but the only problem is I don't have it. You know what? Let me put the microphone up to this computer, and
okay,
maybe you can
let's
hear
let's
it.
do it. Just for the sake of doing it, let's do it. Let's do it.
Just for the sake of doing it, let's see
Yeah.
if I put it over
Just
here and if it'll play. I don't hear it.
no, I don't hear anything.
Okay. Hold on, let me try. Okay, here you go.
It's Saturday night. Time for your weekly dose of pop culture with Cassie and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
All right.
Yeah, all
We'll get it
right.
hooked up and I'll get it on the board. And that way we
All
can give you the
right.
official
All
sweet
right.
welcome. Once again, welcome. It's
Yes.
Kathy and Kenny Talk Pop
Yes.
Culture. It is Saturday, June 6th. Um, you are not ruffling papers
No,
and
I'm not.
wrappers in the middle
No, I'm not. No, I'm
of
not.
the
I'm not.
stream.
I'm really not. No, I'm not.
Okay. Because usually you're eating or doing something crazy when we're
No, I
trying to do
wasn't.
a stream.
I'm not doing
Okay.
anything crazy
Water
yet.
is permitted, and that's fine. You can take a sip of water, that's fine. But no eating anything that Justine cooks, no matter how good it is, when we're in the middle of the stream.
Okay.
If you are just joining us, we are Kathy and
Kenny.
Kenny, and we are talking all things pop culture. We start out with music and different things, and each week we're going to try to take like a different topic or a different theme. I also want to announce, if you visit us on our Facebook page, we do have a contest going. So if you can pick our next pop culture topic, you could be a guest here on the
Yes.
show.
Yes,
Here
we're
on the
looking at
show. So
yes, we're looking to put guests on the show, and let's say we do it once a month. What do you think? Maybe so.
once a month,
Once a
once a
month.
month, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever it
we'll see.
takes.
We'll see how it goes. But if you come up with a good topic that we like and that we think we could talk about for an hour, then you're in. It's that
You're
simple.
in. All
It's that
right.
simple.
And we have folks with us. Welcome, welcome, and thanks for joining us on the stream. If you're here, let us know. Give us a comment. Let us know how you're doing. Again, we realize that in these times, people are dealing with stress different ways. This was just a fun thing we wanted to do Saturday nights to have some fun. during quarantine, uh, kind of to keep you connected and to have some silliness and some fun. So,
That
where are we
that
going today?
that, and we can't get any dates. I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, that's true too. So there you
Hey,
go.
hey,
It's
comedian is
sad but
watching.
true.
Comedian is watching. Hey, comedian.
Oh, hey, Kamini, how are you? Oh, I hope you are well. Yay. Oh, she sent
Yeah,
the
she
wave.
she she,
Yay.
she sent the wave. You know, thanks for watching.
That's
I'm gonna need you.
awesome.
I'm gonna need you raggedy behind to give me a call. But thanks for watching.
That's not
What?
that is not this is not the
Look,
appropriate place or time for
all
you to
my
be that
friends,
rude. Why
all
you
my
gotta be
friends,
so rude?
all my friends know I'm rude. It's like who I am. If I was too nice, they would think something's wrong with me. They would think I was dying or something.
Okay.
It's amazing
Well,
I
if you
answer.
are joining us on YouTube, we'd like to invite you to subscribe to KWalk Comedy. That way you can find out
Yes.
all the latest with Kathy and Kenny Talk Pop Culture. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you're with us on the Facebook, we've created our own little room in here so
Mhm.
that you can come and geek out with us and not have to feel any kind of judgment. This is a no judgment
Wow.
zone.
Comedian actually wrote,
So
"Good to see you, Kathy." I feel
see, when you're rude
yo.
to people online, they will be
I
rude
feel
back.
I feel a certain kind of way about that. Yo.
We might keep that comment up the whole show. So that's the way it works.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
Well,
the
our
way it
topic
works
today.
is
What? Go ahead. The way it
okay.
works.
Thank you. We'll let you. No, go ahead.
Our topic today is going to be heartthrobs, teenage heartthrobs, and teenage stars, and also stars that were child stars and now they're adult stars. That's our topic for today.
Well,
That's
thank
yes.
you.
I'm
That was
done.
like nice
I'm
little.
done. I was put on the
You
spot there
put
with
it
that.
very
So
well. So,
okay.
because and again, in the past, we've talked duos, we talked duets, we talked Blue Eyed Soul. We again, any pop topic that comes to mind, hot pop topics. We're kind of stealing from Wendy Williams, I guess. But for
Yes.
this, the contest, if you check out our page, it's Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. We have our own page on Facebook, so we thank you for joining us. And you can go to that page, and there should be a post up. Did you see it, Kenny? Is it up? Is it posted? There's a
No, I
post
don't.
up that you can fill out a survey form and just let us know who you are and what topic you think we should do. And if we pick your topic, we will invite you to be a guest on the show as we talk about that topic. That way you
Yes.
can, get your geek on with
Yes.
Kathy and Kenny.
Yes. Yes.
So speaking of the
I want to give a
topic,
shout out. I want to give a shout out to Joe LaFountain. He's on. He's listening to us also.
okay. Okay. Hey Joe. Hey, Joe. Okay, that's right. We don't sing on this
We
show, but
don't sing
I
here.
was just
You
giving
made me not sing, so
a
you
whole
can't sing either.
Hendrix
Okay.
experience.
I know. I know. I
That's true.
understand.
That's true. All right. So let's start off when we talk about teen idols or because you said teen idols, and I don't know
Mhm.
which one. Where do you want to start? Who's on your
Um,
list? Because I
let's
see,
start.
actually,
Well, you know
since
what?
we kind of combined the list.
Yes, because a lot of people that were on your list were on my list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I added a lot of people that were child actors and became adult actors. I added a lot. And I added a lot
Okay.
of TV stars on my list.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, you
I can't.
did.
Yeah, I got carried away. We're not going to get to
I
all them
know.
people in an
I
hour.
see.
We're not going to.
I
Okay,
know.
let's go to ultimate teen star. Let's go to ultimate heartthrob. Let's start with a musical heartthrob first.
The
Let's start with
ultimate musical heartthrob. Well, okay. Well, again, my ultimate
Mhm.
is gonna be Michael Jackson
Right.
because there was no way you couldn't tell me when I was growing up I wasn't gonna marry Michael Jackson. I was all in for Michael Jackson, and part of what I think makes heartthrobs or teen idols, used to be and, like, I don't know how they get them now, but it used to be the magazine whether it was
Yes.
Tiger Beat, Right On,
Yes.
17, whatever that magazine was, they put that idol on the cover of the magazine. You were selling some magazines. Right On, the whole point of buying Right On was to pull out the centerfold. And again, any Right On magazine that had a picture of Michael Jackson or the Jackson 5 on the cover, they know
You
I'll
was
be
hitting that.
there.
You'll be.
Yes,
Oh,
I went
I
there.
like. I like
I'll
the
be there.
nice. I like the pun on that. I like the pun on that. Look at that. The pun on that is nice. Yes, Michael Jackson was a
And
teen
you know
idol.
what? And I know he's not on my list, but when I think of Right On magazine and how they sold Right On magazines, because like if it wasn't Michael Jackson, they'd have like Foster Silvers but I know Lawrence Hilton Jacob back in the day. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs,
But
he had the run of Right On
Yeah.
magazine because
When Cooley High came out,
when Cooley High came out.
When Cooley High came out, Lawrence Hilton Jacob had his pick of the women loving Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. He was, Cochise. Cochise was the man, and then he went to be a sweat hog. So, and actually, he would fit into our other category, I guess, because he was a child star in Cooley High. I don't know if he was that
Well,
young.
Cooley High, he was a grown man by the time he did Cooley High. They were
Yeah,
playing
they're playing
teenagers, but
kids. Yeah,
him,
they're
Glenn
playing kids.
Turman, they
Okay.
probably were like in their like mid to late 20s
Yeah,
playing
probably
high
so.
schoolers.
Probably so. You know what I got out of Cooley High?
Well, it's that.
The scene I got out of Cooley High was a scene where the teachers were talking about the kids and they were in the bathroom smoking a joint. For some reason, that part sticks out to me. And Garrett Morris was one of
Hmm.
the teachers, and he was smoking a joint with the other one. He was talking about the kids. Yeah, that kid, a bad kid, that kid. Yeah, well, they're really good kids. They're really good kids. But we got, we can do this and that and the other thing and help them out. Pass that on. Okay, we're going to go teach a class now. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Now again, I think a lot of people consider one of the original teen idols was Elvis. I'm not the world's biggest Elvis fan. I do have appreciation for some of his songs, but I guess he would be considered a teen idol.
Yes, he would be.
And
That's how I was going to say first was
and
Elvis Presley because he's probably considered the first teen idol, maybe.
well, I say Michael first because he was my first teen idol.
Yes.
Somebody remembers Lawrence Hilton
Freddie,
Jacobs.
Ed
Freddie
Brown.
Boom Boom Washington.
Ed is in the house,
Ed,
man. Ed, you
Ed
have
is
to
in the
come up with
house. Hey,
Ed. You have to come up with a
Ed
good
is
idea.
in the house.
You have to come up with a good idea so we can put you on the show, Ed.
Well, Ed's a fan, so he might need to be on the show anyway. We might need to send him a link and get him on the show.
Get Ed on the show. We might get Kathy, Kenny, and
Ed needs to be on the show.
Ed. Player. Okay, so Elvis, and we're gonna put some song. We're gonna put an Elvis song on in the link. We're gonna put a Michael Jackson song on the link. You know what Michael Jackson? Are you putting the Jackson 5 or the Michael Jackson song? Because I think if you put
I actually
Ben
did.
on the
I'll
link,
be there because that's what
Ben,
song?
Michael Jackson,
Ben?
Ben. Yeah, that was a Michael Jackson. That's what he did on his own. Ben, the two of us.
That's that again in no singing role. And you know what? Actually, I picked "I'll Be There" because I put the "I'll Be There" pun in there. Oh, you know what? I just thought of "I'll Be Sure," but anyway, that's getting further ahead of us.
He wasn't really a
But
heartthrob. He wasn't really a
he
teen idol
was
heartthrob.
too.
I'll be
Back in the
sure.
day, "I'll Be Sure."
Really? No.
I'll be sure. Okay, once again, if you go to our Facebook page, Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture, we're throwing down some of the links to some of the things that we're talking about and some of the heartthrobs. Now, to me, when you talk heartthrobs or teen idols, we have to include the Fab Four.
Yes.
Do we not? Were they on your list, or was that just my list?
No. They were on my list here. The Fab Four, the teen idols, the Beatles. What is your favorite Beatles song?
Oh my gosh. That's way too hard.
What
We
is your
could do an hour on
what
the
is your
Beatles.
yeah,
That is
yeah, we
way
could.
too hard to pick a favorite.
But
Actually, the one I picked to put on the playlist, the post to the site is actually "Let It Be" because I just felt like, um, with the turmoil of the times, that is a song that just, like it says, Mother
if
Mary, it
you
just speaks to me. Let
yes,
it be. So
if
that's the
you
song we're posting. One of my favorites. Although, oh no, I take that back. I take that back. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
um
I think that one might be my
our
favorite.
cousin Kari is in the house. Yo, Kari, how you doing, cousin? Um, I'm a come together guy. Come together is my ultimate
Come
Beatles.
together.
Come together is my ultimate Beatles song. Come together because you can do so many different
Hmm.
things with come together.
Okay, I hear
You
you.
can change it up and everything. Come together is like my ultimate Beatles song. My second Beatles song is Rocky Raccoon.
What? Rocky Raccoon?
Rocky Raccoon.
What'd you say?
Rocky
Okay.
Raccoon.
Okay.
That's my second favorite right there. But when you say come together and we talk about the turmoil that's going on today, in the movie
Mhm.
Across the Universe, um,
Mm.
Across the Universe, the movie Across the Universe takes place. It's a musical made of all Beatles songs, and it takes place in the
Oh,
'60s,
cool.
during the beginning of the Vietnam War, and also during that time you have a lot of black protests and riots. And one of the characters goes to New York, but he comes from Detroit where it was a big riot, or Chicago or something where there was a big riot, and his brother dies. And
Mm.
his dead brother from the grave starts the Let It Be song. And then the church choir finishes, and and when you say the turmoil, it's a riot when his boy dies. And they're singing Let It Be. And it kind of fits in with what you're saying with the song "Let It Be." So if you ever, if you're a Beatles fan, watch the movie Across the Universe. I put it up there with Grease 2 and West Side Story as far as musicals.
Across the universe. Okay, so there's your recommendation from Kathy and Kitty Talk Pop Culture. Across the universe, and again, Beatles on our list of pop culture, teen idols. Again, this is Kathy and Kenny Talk Pop Culture. We're talking teen idols and child stars. Anybody who knows me knows I hate child actors, but there are some good ones, and we're going to talk about those in just a minute. If you will, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you're watching us on YouTube, consider subscribing. Also, in the comments, let us know who is your favorite pop or teen idol. Again, as we talk all things pop culture, I am going to put the link, I think, in the chat as well, so that if you want to suggest a pop culture topic for Kathy and Kenny Talk Pop Culture on Saturday nights, if you want to give us a suggestion, you can be a part of the show, and we can have you up here to talk a little bit of pop culture. So we're going to throw that link in the comments. Hopefully, I can figure out how to do that talk and chew gum at the same time.
I'm trying to
Bam!
figure
I
out.
think I did
I'm
it.
trying. You did it, okay? Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how to do
I think
things
I
at the
did it.
same time. I see. Yes, you did.
I
Yes,
think
you
I
did.
did it.
Yes, you did. You
Oh,
did do it.
okay. Yeah.
You did. You did it. You did it.
I
You did it.
did that
Okay.
thing. The list is in the comments. So if you want to come on Talk Pop Culture, give us a subject and we will talk it. Let's go back to the list. What you got next? Talk to me, Kenny. Talk
We
to
got
me.
okay. Okay, I'll put these two guys together, even though one is more famous than the other. But since we're talking about Beatles, I'm gonna put David Cassidy and his little brother Sean Cassidy were both at one point teen idols. David Cassidy being
Ah,
the most prominent one because he was Keith Partridge on the Partridge Family, and then later on, his brother Sean Cassidy came on as a Hardy Boy, and he also had to hit "I Do Run, Run, Run."
oh, the Hardy Boys. I used
Sean
to love me
Cassidy,
some Hardy
yes,
Boys.
yes, you did
And
used to love you some Hardy
Patrick
Boys.
Parker. Oh
Parker
God, who was the other
Stevens,
guy? Parker
Parker Stevens,
Stevenson. Oh my God.
mm,
Was it Stevens or Stevenson?
Stevens.
All right. Any Hardy Boy
It might have
fans
been
out
It might have
there?
been. Yeah, it might have been Stevenson. I thought it was.
Parker Stevenson? I think it's
I
Parker
think it's
Stevenson.
okay.
We're talking old school. If we're going
Please,
back to the Hardy
please
Boys.
correct
Oh,
us if
that
we're
is
wrong,
awesome. Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys. But
What?
Sean Cassidy did have it. I said, please correct us if we're wrong. But Hardy Boys did have a hit. I mean, Sean Cassidy did have a hit with a "Do Run Run Run," which which was a remake, but still, it was a really good song, and he was considered a teen idol more so than his Parker Stevenson co-star in the Hardy Boys. But David Cassidy, who passed away a few years ago, was a member of the Partridge Family, went out and did his own thing.
Partridge Family.
One of the reasons that he wanted to leave the Partridge Family was before it was too he wanted to grow and be more of a pop star is what he wanted to do. And he couldn't do that on the Partridge Family. He wanted to do his own type of music. So he couldn't do that on the Partridge Family. So he left the Partridge Family, went out on his own. And while he was doing the Partridge Family, he was doing his own music. And this man was working tirelessly 7 days a week because he would go from filming to concerts to filming to concerts. And it was just boom all over the place. So that was that was like.
Cool.
I
Awesome.
have
So,
I have
and
a vast
Sean
of useless
Cassidy.
knowledge.
Oh, well, we both are. We both have wait,
Yeah,
okay. Oh, you know what? We gotta get Ed on the show because Ed knows things.
Ed
Ed
knows
knows more than
things. Hey,
us.
look at that,
It is
Stevenson.
Parker Stevenson, not Stevens. So
Yes,
thank you, Ed. Ed is the man.
that's the
Um,
man, man.
so I so next you might have to give we might have to have Ed in because
Yeah, yeah. Ed
Ed
might have to
knows
be on
things
next show.
and Ed
Yeah,
is
Ed might
always
have to be
on
on next
point.
show.
So,
Yeah.
but Sean Cassidy, Sean Stevenson, Sean Cassidy. There's a video out there on YouTube where he's doing a concert last year or earlier this year where he
Oh,
actually
really?
talks about Do Run Run and meeting and working with Phil Spector, which is it's kind of funny and it's worth a look. The link we're
Nice.
going to shoot out on our site is going to be the link for Do Run Run that was at the height of the '70s with the '70s hair. Because you know what, if you had some of that '70s hair, I
Yes.
think '70s I was Afro,
I was Afro.
really.
I was Afro in the '70s because I wanted to be like Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5.
Oh yeah. I gotta, you know what? I have to find that really serious. There's a really serious Afro picture with you and I and our parents. And I think my dad was running for some position at his job for the rec director or something like that. And
You
this
sure?
photographer
You, sh-
came in. I remember him. I remember him coming in and taking pictures, but we all had the afros,
you
and
sure it was
it's seriously
Afro?
70s.
You sure it wasn't the
But
night?
hey, you know, let's get
You
back
sure it wasn't the night we were at Zabers? I think it was that night.
No, no, no. There was a night when a photographer actually came and took pictures because they had lights and everything else, and I have
I
to
know. I
turn on
had.
one of my
I
lights,
don't
but I
remember.
think I have enough
I
light.
don't remember that, but I know I had a green suit on. So go ahead.
Okay, here is the perfect reason why Ed needs to be a part of the show, and we need to have Ed on next week because he is on our
Oh,
list,
that
and
was what we
Ed
were going to do, Ed. We were going to talk about the
Ed
monkeys.
was he had the monkeys. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys.
Monkeys,
And
yes.
you're right. They were a total TV creation, kind of created from the Beatles, kind of I guess the American answer to the Beatles. Is that what they were
Yes,
supposed to be?
yes, that's what they were supposed to be.
Uh,
Davy Jones being the main one that was the main heartthrob. Out of that, he was supposed to be the lead singer, but really Mickey Dolenz was more of a lead singer than Davy Jones in most of the songs. Because I do have a lot of monkeys on my playlist, and because I like the monkeys because I grew up watching the TV show, so the
so
reruns.
what's your
So
go-to monkey song?
a song called "Going Down."
Going down. I
Going
don't
down, boom, boom,
hmm.
boom, 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 boom. Going down,
Boom,
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 boom.
boom, boom, boom. I got you now. Now again, the link I'm posting is for Daydream Believer because that's one of the classics for the monkeys. But
Oh, oh,
what's all that?
you could have.
You know I have the power to remove you from the stream, don't you? I have this power and to mute your mic. So
It's good.
Homegrown.
So many different songs that
Nobody
were
wants to
done.
hear
But
that.
good. I know Daydream Believer is the one
What
that,
song would you have picked from the
I
Monkees?
can't think
Hey,
I
out
can't think of the
there
name
in
of
the
it.
comments, let me know. Oh, I asked you what song and you can't think of the name of it.
I can't think of the name of the song.
And actually, some of the um,
Your
but
your
okay,
mother
but the
your mother your
Monkees
mother
are
your
definitely a
mother's
good.
watching. Your mother's watching, so be nice to me.
Okay, hi mom. You should only have one child. Okay, now next on the list.
Okay, next. We went to the Monkeys and
Okay, we're talking teen idols. You are listening to Kathy and Kenny Talk Pop Culture. If you're joining us on Facebook, please consider giving us a like. If you're with us on YouTube, why not subscribe? And again, giving us that thumbs up. We've talked about the Cassidy brothers, the Beatles, the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, the Monkees, and the music teen idol. There was a whole other group of teen idols that I didn't want to talk about because to me that could take us down a rabbit hole that could be its own like pop
yes.
culture
Yeah, you're
category,
right.
and that was
You're absolutely
boy
right.
bands. So when
Yes.
you talk boy bands, because even some people would consider like the Beatles, the Monkees, even the Jackson 5 boy bands. Also in that era would be the Osmonds, and Donny Osmond is on our list.
Yes.
And
Yes. I
let
put
us know,
Donny
what song
Osmond
did you
and I put Puppy Love.
Puppy Love, of course.
Puppy
That
Love by Donny
total
Osmond.
teen
Might as well
but
go.
when we talk those boy bands, and maybe that is a topic we can take and dive into and talk about some of those cuts. But then you start talking about, the New Edition, New Kids on the Block, NSYNC,
Instinct. And
Boys
and,
to
and
Men,
and you forgot Wham.
Wham.
Wham. They were big teen idol back in the 80s. Wham. Wham
I
was a big
I
teen
know, but
idol.
I just
Nobody knew George Michaels was gay. They loved him.
oh, I know. I was at the concert. I had my,
I didn't go to the
wake me
concert.
up before you go shirt
Like,
on and
yeah, to wake
everything. I
me up.
mean, I was
Yeah,
there.
Wham.
Okay.
And you also have Duran Duran on here. I remember when I was in high school, the girls loved Duran Duran. Like you couldn't say anything bad about Duran Duran. Because the teenage girls in the 80s were all about Duran Duran.
Oh, see, like I said, I don't know Ed, but we gotta get Ed on the show. I know he's
But what
he's
is
from your
I didn't
friend
see
list, but
I,
Pleasant
Pleasant
Valley
Valley.
Sunday,
I
that is
love Pleasant Valley
excellent.
Sunday. I love that's probably my
Excellent.
second favorite Beatles song, Pleasant Valley Sunday, because it says
Pleasant Valley Sunday is Monkeys.
the
Duh.
Monkey song, yeah, Monkey song, Pleasant Valley Sunday is Monkey song. I'm sorry. Did you know that Last Train to Clarksville from the
Uh,
Monkees was actually a song about the Vietnam War?
no, I did not.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was Last Train to Clarksville because that's where they would. I think that's where they would ship out from or something like that. But it's actually a reference to. Are you okay? I don't need you to. What's up? You okay? Okay. Well, while Kathy's choking and I'm 500 miles away and I can't give her CPR, so there's really nothing I can do about that. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to you now. Um, 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 Last Train to Clarksville was actually a song that Mom. If you're watching, Mom, you should probably go check on her. Just make sure she's all right and see if you can work the buttons so I can complete the show. Okay. So, um,
I'm okay.
you
Okay.
okay?
No more water for
Okay.
me. My throat
Okay.
was feeling all dry, and I thought, oh,
It
water's
was,
the key.
it was about to be the Kenny Talks Pop Culture show, and then I told I told Mom to go check on you just to see because
I'm
I
all
didn't know
right.
what's going on. I
I'll
can't do
live.
nothing from this distance. I can't do nothing from 500 miles away. I can't help you.
I'll
I
live.
can't
Hey,
slap you back or nothing.
let's move on with the list, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So we talked. Did we hit all of our teen idols? Do we have
Yes.
any
We
other
had.
teen idols? As far as
Oh,
singers.
we
Uh,
forgot Andy Gibb.
oh, shadow boxing.
No, Shadow
Shadow
Dancing.
boxing. Oh,
Shadow Dancing.
shadow dancing.
Do
Doing
it
it right
right. Shadow Dancing.
all through the
Who
night.
who had
Now, would the Bee Gees be considered teen idols?
no,
What?
no,
Because they did
no.
start. Actually, they did
Besides,
start
no,
kinda,
no,
you know how we were talking child stars, they did start out when they were really young.
I know, but besides Barry Gibb, the rest of the brothers look kind of creepy. Mm-mm.
That's just mean,
Yeah, yeah,
and there's
they
no
did,
place for
they did,
kindness.
they
Alright.
did. They looked a little, Barry Gibbs was the guy, but he was like more of an adult sex idol than Andy Gibb was more like a teen idol because all the girls loved Andy Gibb, who also was one of the co-hosts of this TV show Solid Gold.
Ah, and who did he co-host with?
Marilyn McCoo. Marilyn McCoo, who was married to Billy Davis Jr. and started her career with the Fifth Dimensions.
Okay.
I'm on
Again,
top of it like it was a
all
horse.
kinds of useless trivia knowledge here
I'm on top of it like it was a horse. I'm just saying.
with Kathy and Kenny
Keep it
talk pop
moving.
culture. Alright, keep it moving. Let's talk child stars. Child stars. Who do you put on your list of
Well,
child stars?
on
And you
child
know what?
stars,
When I started thinking child stars, because usually it could go pretty wrong. It could go
yes,
really bad and not really successful. Um, I think one of the most, I guess, successful child stars, and when I say successful, meaning that they made the transition into adult life, whether it was on screen or off, without the drama, and that would probably be the original child star, and that would be Shirley Temple, who went on to become Shirley Temple Black
oh wow,
and was
yes, yes,
US
yes,
ambassador.
yes.
So Shirley Temple's probably the original like child
Child
star,
star, yeah,
although
because he
there
was.
was the Jackie Coogan law that I guess helped protect child stars and their money. Because again, if you think about some of the movies that child stars appear in,
Yeah.
usually they add something to the movie that you would never get without having, this young actor play a role. But it's so sad that, whatever the Hollywood machine does, that it doesn't work out in their favor. Um, oh, we got another viewer watching.
Yeah, our
It's
father's
your
watching.
daddy.
Your daddy's
Yeah.
watching. Your
Who's your
daddy's
daddy?
watching. Use your daddy. He's watching.
Okay. Oh, you know what? So speaking of which, I guess we probably will work on a Father's Day theme show, um, like classic fathers for next week or the week after to kind of put people
Yeah, we
together.
could do that. We could do
Hey,
that. We could do that. That'd be good.
daddy's home.
That
Daddy's
that'd be
home
good. Yeah,
today.
daddy's home. Yeah.
So, who's on your
Okay.
child actor list? You know who's on the top of my list. So,
Oh yeah,
mm,
of course. Well, let's talk about who's on top of your list.
okay, on the top of my list, my favorite child actor of all time is definitely Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, because, and again, not only a successful child actor, but her sitting in the back of that car, I believe, I believe, I believe, talking about, believing in Santa Claus at the end of Miracle on 34th Street is just classic. So,
That has always been one
I
of Kathy's favorite Christmas movies ever since we were kids.
Miracle on 34th Street. I actually
Miracle
had
on
an
34th Street.
opportunity to appear in a play version of Miracle on 34th Street here with the Statesville Community Theater, and I played the judge. So that was kind of cool. It was nice to be the judge. It's good to be the judge. Okay, who else is?
Here
Oh,
come
do
the
you want to
judge.
take one
Here
from your
come the
list, or can
judge.
I keep my list?
Let's keep going on your list because
Okay, so
I added Ty Bridges, who was my first child
okay,
star actor, because he was also a heartthrob back in those days.
I guess so. Back in those days, you only added him. You didn't add anybody else from Different Strokes because
Yeah,
they were
they
all
did.
child actors.
They did.
But I'm not sure if they all made successful adult
They
transitions. So
didn't. They
my
did.
other
Neither did Ty Bridges though. But
okay. So again, I guess my first three or my top three actually kind of have a theme. So from Natalie Wood, I'm going to Natalie Portman, who I think, um, as a child actor and has also transitioned into an adult actor very successfully. Uh, you might remember her from a movie called Leon, which was released, I think, in Europe as Leon, but in America it was called The Professional. Excellent movie. And this is a clip of her from Beautiful Girls, but Natalie Portman, who went on to I think she's won an Oscar or some such thing. And again, I went from Natalie Wood to Natalie Portman. So back to Wood, and my other favorite child actor is Elijah Wood, who a lot of people know him from The Shire. In
Yes.
the But before that,
Yes.
oh gosh, there is a movie and
I
Aidan
don't. I don't know what
Quinn
it is.
plays his.
I don't know what it
Um,
is.
you don't know what is?
The
Are,
movie. The movie you're talking about
okay,
is
yeah, I can't.
Elijah Wood.
I got it's Elijah Wood and Aidan Quinn. One of the movies he was more famous for was one he made with Macaulay Culkin, The Good Son. But oh, oh, have you ever seen Radio Flyer? Anybody
No,
out
I've
there know
heard
what
of
I'm
it. I've
talking
never
about?
seen it.
Oh my gosh, Radio Flyer. Okay, well, wait, he's not in Radio Flyer. That's not him. But anyway, Elijah Wood as a little kid, as a little boy actor with those big blue eyes, he would just tear me up. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is one of his adult films that was really good. And another person on my list who
Adult
made
films
that trans
meaning a regular film, not adult film.
okay. Thank you
That's
for
that's
making the
that's
correction. I'm not
that's,
talking
that's
adult films,
okay.
because then that's a whole 'nother breed of child
Yeah,
actor.
I'm just trying
But,
to get my wording right.
as a mature actor or as,
Yes,
you're right. But, now here's one that I don't know whether people knew he was a child actor.
I don't
Does
think anybody
anybody
knew he was.
recognize who this is? If
I don't think
anybody
anybody knew who he
in the
was.
comments, do they know who this do you know who this
No, no,
actor
I don't
is?
think anybody knows who he is right there. But he's
No
one of
guesses? Come
one
on.
he's one of the greatest actors of our time, and I don't know if anybody
And
knows who he is.
nobody knows? Okay. This is, an actor who, I guess I'm trying to think of a current movie, I can't. This is a clip from a movie called Cornbread, Earl,
Earl
and
and
Me,
Me. Yes,
and they killed cornbread, they killed cornbread,
they killed
and
cornbread.
man, is that a movie that wouldn't have some relevance with what's going on with the world today?
Yes, it would
Cornbread,
have.
Earl, and Me, I remember that movie so vividly
Yes,
because, A, it was not the first, but one movie I remember seeing in a drive-through theater, a
yes, we did see that. We did see that
on
at
the
drive-thru. Yes,
drive-in movie rather. So, that's something that's gone the way of the past that I think might make a comeback.
yeah,
Um,
it's making a comeback.
Locally here, where I am, I'm in North Carolina, Statesville, there's actually gonna be, drive-in movies playing. They're gonna do a free screening of movies, ET or some movie at the local mall, which quite frankly isn't a mall. See, I'm from Jersey, so I know how to do malls. This thing they have in Statesville, but that's a whole 'nother story for a whole 'nother time. But in any case, they're gonna be showing a drive-in movie. But Cornbread, Earl, and Me, Lawrence Fishburne, at the time, he was called Larry Fishburne, but he was a child actor, appearing in movies and appearing in TV shows as a child and has grown up to be quite a successful, serious actor. Whether you take the red pill or the blue pill, he is the man. What say you, Kenny? Who's on your list?
Yes,
And see, I
yes,
didn't get
yes,
all the
yes.
ones on your list in time
Um,
to
uh,
pull up the pictures, but I'll work on it. Go ahead. Here, I'll make it all about you. Here, you
well, don't do that. I did post. Okay, for child actors, I went more recent with the child actors because there's some child actors today who are transitioning into adult actors as we talk. Within the last 10 years or so, I'm going to go with Dylan and Cole Sprouse, who were the boys, the twin boys that were in the Adam Sandler movie.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
God.
Big Daddy, Big
Yes, Big Daddy,
Daddy.
and they went to
I
have
love
their
that
own
movie.
show. They went to have their own show, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and
Gotcha.
Sweet Life on Deck of Zach and Cody on Disney. And one of the brothers is now on Riverdale. Yeah, Riverdale. I forget
Okay.
which one. Is it Cole or Dylan Sprouse?
See,
But
this
they
is why
play.
we have to have Ed on because he knew
Yeah,
the answer to that. He knew
Ed is all
my
on.
question.
Ed is on top of it, man.
Yeah.
Ed is on top
But
of like cream on pie. I'm
so,
just saying.
and you know what? And again, you had Ricky Schroeder on your list.
I have
Really?
Ricky Schroeder on my list. Yes.
Okay.
He was a big child actor, but he never I put him in the child actor category because he didn't really transition too well into an
Mm,
adult actor. I know he did some things as an adult actor, but
mhm.
and you know who we could have put on this list?
Who?
The Saved by the Bell cast.
Saved by the Bell cast. Some are making out better, I think, than others. But
Yes,
yeah, I would go with you. I
and
would go with you,
yeah,
Saved by the Bell.
and one person I had on my
Eh,
list too
mhm.
was someone who was in a famous sitcom when she was a child, and a very popular sitcom in the '90s when she grew up, and that would be Kim Fields.
Ah,
Kim Fields, who was Tootie in Facts of Life, and what was her character on Living Single?
Regine.
Regine on Living
Regine.
Single, and actually
I was
we all
actually
know.
watching Living Single. Um, I was watching a rerun of Living Singles one earlier today. Regine and um, oh yeah, that's a good one. Little known fact: her mother, Chip Fields,
I was
was
just about to
on.
say that. Yes,
Okay,
how about the Chip Fields?
she played
Um,
Janet Jackson's mother on
Good
Good
times.
Times. That used to beat her.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
She was
my
she
mind is filled with
she
useless
she
information.
she was the woman that made every black kid in America scared of an ironing board. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yes.
We're
Oh,
all
yeah,
scared
she
of
had that
ironing boards.
ironing board. And you know what? When you mentioned, um, Kim Fields, I also thought about because you talked about sitcoms. You know who I was thinking about? I was thinking about Alyssa Milano, who actually
Yes, yes, she,
was on, Give Me a Break? Not Give Me a
yes.
Break. No, 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 no.
No,
It was the Tony Danza, Judith Light,
oh, oh, oh,
sitcom.
oh, oh, who's the boss?
Ed don't know. Oh, yeah, Who's the
Who's the
Boss?
boss?
Who's the Boss?
I know.
Okay, you know, but when you don't know, personally,
Ed
I feel
knows.
comfortable going to Ed.
Okay. Do not blow Ed up like that, okay? Ed doesn't need you to
Ed knows
blow him up
all.
like that.
Okay,
Ed
now
doesn't
our
need.
last list. So who else did you have anybody else? Oh, you know who else was on your list?
Who?
Did you get to you had the cast of High School Musical.
Yes, yes. As teen stars, and some of them have transitioned into adult stars, like of course Zac Efron and
Oh, because he's in The Greatest okay, The Greatest
he's a great
Showman, which
part.
I know you don't love, but
Oh
I
yeah, he's in that.
so
And
he is definitely in our
Vanessa
teen
Hug,
idol
Vanessa,
category.
yeah, Vanessa Huggins, cousin
Vanessa? Mhm,
Vanessa Huggins, and a couple others have done some things as adults.
mhm.
So I mean, a lot of that cast has transitioned over and done some things. So that's pretty good. And I also had two Disney stars. A lot of Disney stars right now are transferring over really well. Like Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Demi Lovato.
Uh,
But I
ah,
want I want to point out a very influential star from the Disney channel who kind of uses her star power a little bit to give a good message, and that would be Zendaya,
oh,
who's
Zendaya.
also
Oh,
in who's also in The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. Oh, yes,
See, I put it
she's
together for you.
awesome.
I put it together
Although,
for you.
the series she had on HBO, well, when I did have HBO, I recently, got rid of it, but, um, Euphoria? I don't know if you've
I
ever
never
seen
seen
that
it.
show.
I've never
I
seen that show.
It was a little too hardcore for me. I couldn't watch it. We also talked about or our last category is, child actors who have I kinda said crossover, and some of the child actors we talked about are in that category, that went from being child actors to being adult actors, not in adult films,
Like
but
Natalie Portman and Lawrence Fishburne. I think
right, Lawrence Fishburne,
the
but
two ultimate child actors that transferred to adult.
mhm.
The first one I say would be the original because okay, Shirley Temple did have a good transition, but
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple became a congressman.
Mhm.
But if you want to stay in the industry of entertainment, and this is a gentleman who's not only had two hit sitcoms, but
Mhm.
also went on to be a phenomenal director and producer of award-winning status, would be Ron Howard.
Ron Howard,
He would be the
definitely.
ultimate one to transition from one to the other, from little Opie, and like Eddie Murphy tells the joke, Opie Cunningham, because there's Richie Cunningham on one show when he got to be older, and he was Opie. Oh man, what is the last? Opie anyway, but he was Opie. Or Opie Griffith. rather on that show. So Opie Taylor is that Ed? What is Opie's name? Kurt Russell.
Uh,
Ed.
Kurt Russell is a good one that Ed has, and Ed
Yes,
is always on it.
Ed. You're on
In fact,
time with this,
I'm
man.
Ed might need to be my new co-host, quite frankly,
What?
because
Ed? How you gonna take my sister from me, man?
uh,
Taylor. Taylor. Opie Taylor. Comedian got me answered.
Opie
Opie
Taylor.
Taylor.
Okay.
Opie Taylor. Thank you,
Ah,
comedian. Thank you, comedian.
awesome.
You're good for something.
Uh, You know what? You better
I'm
stop
better.
picking on
What?
Kamini. I am not messing with you. You better
All right.
stop right now. You know what I'll do to you if you keep that up. You know what's going to happen if you keep it up.
Okay. So anyway, look.
Behave.
So and also the other person who had a lot of controversy in his career, but he
Mhm.
transitioned very well, and he's probably the richest actor in Hollywood right now would be Robert Downey Jr.
Ah, yes. So he went from that child actor to a adult actor with not the easiest way, but
Not the easy, not the easiest way.
okay. And I also get to control the comments that stay up on the screen.
Oh, jeez, that's why I only like Kathy. You know,
'Cause you're being mean. Oh,
you
oh,
know,
it gets better.
the Kathy and the Kathy and Ed show. You know what?
Feel the
Wait a
love.
minute. And comedian Ed are supposed to be my people. They're my people. These are my people turning against me. Yo, man.
Oh,
See, I'm gonna have to bring out my hood gangster on these guys, man.
okay.
Cause
Let it go.
I'm
Let it
hood.
go. Let it go. So we had a couple. You know what? You put in there Tatum O'Neal, and that's a good one. But I also would counter that with a Jodie Foster, who is kind of
Oh
like
yes,
Ron
yes,
Howard, who made that
yes,
transition from child actor to actress, and now like director, producer, that whole thing. So that would be a good
yeah,
one.
yeah. So that would be good. Um,
Now you have Robert Blake on here, and I know you're a Little Rascals fan and everything else, but really, the dude killed
he
people.
was
Come on.
Beretta. He was Beretta. Don't go to bed with no price on your head.
Remember the singing rule. Remember the singing rule. Uh,
Dad's like, Kenny, you need to step up. You know what? Yo, where is all this hate coming from today? Like, that's my own father. Yo,
uh,
I, okay, you know what? Damn it. Okay, go ahead. Who's next?
I had, you know who else I put Justin Timberlake on my list, and I'm sure
Yes.
along with him there are probably other Disney stars like Ryan Gosling and Ryan like Reynolds and all those other folks. But I also put Justin Timberlake too because I thought he had that crossover appeal because not
Well, you
just
he's an
he's
actor
part of
and a
that boy
singer.
band thing, so he does the singing thing, but also the acting, and he was one of those like Disney star type things. So he's
Yeah.
on the list.
So,
So
but I would put Ryan
and again,
Gosling on that
once
list.
again, Ryan Gosling, you'd put him on there.
I put because he did some things as a kid. Um,
You lost your
um,
what? I lost my Sam.
I lost my Sam.
I don't
Yeah, it's
understand.
it's 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 our father using the internet. Nobody knows what's going on. You'll never be able to decipher that. I lost my
Uh,
Sam. Who? What's a
my
Sam?
Sam? I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. I don't know. I lost my
Oh,
sound.
I lost my
Oh,
sound. Oh,
oh. Okay. Well, that's
okay.
you probably don't know how to use your device. Okay. So anyway, um, we're
We
gonna
can help. What? Go ahead.
no. You
All
want to
right,
help
go ahead.
Dad? You want to help Dad? You want to help Dad?
Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell them unless because I know if you're looking at it on the big
Oh,
screen, you might have to press the little there's a little microphone button at the bottom, and if you
oh.
press that, you can hear scent. You can
Let's
hear.
do the old Saturday Night Live Gary Mars comment. If you're looking at it on the big screen, you may have to press the button. Remember Gary Mars Saturday Night Live? And he did it, and he would.
Nobody remembers Garrett Morris. How many
Okay.
seasons was he on? No, I'm just kidding. Little note to say that. Oh, wait, here's and again, props to Ed because Ed's always on top of everything. His child actor that went on to, I guess, success as an adult actor is Christina Applegate from Married with Children. I guess she
Is
probably
she
was
was
like
she was
14,
she
15 when she started that.
um yeah. I guess she
I want to
was.
try
Was she
work
big?
again.
Was she? Don't choke. I don't know if
Um,
she would, because she was probably in her 20s when she started that, but she played a
no,
15, 16
no.
year
I
old.
mean, if you go back, Married with Children was on for like a ridiculously long time,
I understand
and
that, but I need to know
she was
what
she
time
was
she
really
was when she
young when
started
it
that.
started.
Yeah, and you gonna have, you might be slipping on this one because you might have to get. I think she was probably not a kid when she started that. She played a teenager, but I think she was older. So check your facts, man. You're not taking my spot.
I'm ready to turn it over to Ed. Anyway, I'm gonna research that and I will come back next week with the facts, with the facts. What else do we have? We have uh let's see, we went through all the child actors. Oh, you know what? This is another child actor we didn't talk about.
Oh yes,
Uh
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes,
So
Lindsay Lohan.
again, bumps in the road, but she was able to make that transition. So I
Why
don't
didn't
know
we
whether
talk about Macaulay Culkin?
oh, we forgot all about Macaulay Culkin.
I
Hmm.
mean, Michael Jackson's buddy. You know, and we, who we didn't talk about as child actors who tried to
Uh-huh.
make the transition, but it didn't work for them.
Who?
The two Corys, Corey
Oh, the
Feldman and Corey Haim.
Corys. We
Corey
did. You
Feldman and
know,
Corey Haim.
we were
Helm.
focused on the positive
Yeah,
and talking about some of the folks who did make it as opposed to some of
yeah.
the sadder, more tragic stories. So,
Well,
so once
Corey
again,
Feldman
we're
is
gonna
still out there.
okay. Once again, we're gonna put in the link. We want to put that form so that you could fill it out and again give us your topic, and we will put that form link um, in the chat, in the comments. That way you can give us your input on what topics we should be talking about here on Kathy and Kenny Talk Pop Culture. All right, what else you got for me? What else was on
And
your
I
list? Did
also,
we hit everybody on the list?
hold on, I want to add something in there too. When you listen to us on Facebook, please do us a favor and share us while we're going live on your page, so other people can join in on the fun. That was it. That's all I got
Oh,
to say.
hey, a
We didn't
comedian
include
is
any of the
right.
Cosby kids. No, we
That's
didn't. And I had Lisa Bonet on my mind when I was making this because Lisa Bonet is always on my mind.
Lisa Bonet now is on what is it? Jason, what's his name?
Yeah,
Who
who
plays
cares?
Aquaman?
Yeah,
Okay.
who cares? Jason,
And Keisha Knight Pullum, who
I
was
met
in
her. I met her.
oh, oh, okay, cool.
Very,
Was
very, very nice lady.
definitely.
She made
I don't
fun of
know
me. She made fun of me, but she's a nice lady.
what which is bound to happen. Um, and who's the other? There was one who was on a Disney show after the Raven
Oh,
Simone,
Raven
who
Simone. Raven
did
Simone was on
right,
Disney Show.
who
Yes,
did Disney
and she
a
she
Disney
made the
show.
transition from kid to adult actor all very
Yeah.
well because she wound up doing. She's still doing things now, and she's still in the
Mhm.
spotlight. And Raven Simone. So,
Mhm.
and she doesn't really
What about
remember.
Kiki Palmer?
Yeah, or the Olsen
Kiki Pa
twins.
oh, the Olsen twins? But
Who really did not come
they
back to Full
do.
House. Yeah, they didn't come back to Full House because they said they really didn't remember being on that back in those times because they were so young. So
Mhm.
what is memories to us and memories to the cast, the older cast, is not the same memories to them because they were too young to retain the memory of being on Full House, and they hadn't acted in years, and that's why they didn't come back for Fuller House.
Mhm. But they, well, I know Elizabeth. Well, I think one of them does, and one I don't know whether Ashley acts as much anymore. But I know I think Elizabeth has done a couple different movies and a couple different movie credits. So, which
Yeah,
is
but
awesome. All right.
their sister is an Avenger, so
Oh, which Avenger is she?
she's the Scarlet Witch.
Okay, that's way
Yes,
deep into the
she's the Scarlet Witch.
nerd
His sister.
culture.
Yeah, You know, and that should be a show too. The nerd culture should be a show. Actually, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. We should do superhero show.
Well, you already have a show called Nerd Nation, so we don't want to step
I know.
on Nerd
Okay, we don't want to
Nation.
step on it.
So
Okay, all right. We don't want to. You know, I'm just gonna give it over to Ed, and
let Ed do the thing.
you know, let Ed and community co-hosts. They know what they're doing more than I do. Hey. But
No,
no, we
no
could
one
go
will
on to
replace you.
we can go on to like you said, the Cosby Kids. There's a lot of child actors that you wish had made it more, or that really didn't follow up. Emmanuel Lewis was a big one back in the '80s. Um,
Oh,
actually,
wow.
actually, if you want to go deeper into it, you can go with Alfonso Rivera.
Ribeiro.
Ribeiro, Alfonso Ribeiro, who was the little boy in the Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson
Michael
and did a lot of
Jackson.
stage work. He did a lot of stage work and then went on to the Fresh Prince. And now he does all this hosting and things now, and he has transitioned. And
That's awesome.
that's a show we
So
could do.
I always thought, like, to me, I always used to say things like, I hate musicals and I hate child actors. So torture for me would be forcing me to watch Annie. But truth be told, there are musicals that I love, and there are a few child actors that I really like and appreciate. But actually, speaking of Annie, there were a couple child actors, I guess, who started off on Broadway or doing Broadway work and even soap opera work. Like oh, who was the child who was in Annie that went on to was that uh Sarah
The new
Jessica
Annie?
Parker? No,
No.
like
Mm-mm.
Sarah or Sarah Michelle Gellar, like one of them. I think it
Really?
was Sarah
You
Jessica
sure?
Parker was I don't think she was Annie, but
She
she
was in
was one
Annie
of the roles
on
in
on
Annie.
Broadway? On
Yeah.
Broadway?
Mhm.
Okay,
When
I
she
didn't
was
know that.
younger.
I
She
did
was
not
one of
know
those
that.
young folks that went in and started off as a as a child
I
actor.
didn't. I did not know
All right.
that. I did
So
not know that at all.
again, because we missed the Cosby Kids, we missed Christina Applegate. Who else in the comments? If you can let us know who we missed,
Yes,
and we'll
let's know who Cassie missed because I didn't miss anybody.
because you're perfect.
No, no, I'm just good looking.
Oh, but
But
you know
anyway,
what? Okay, go ahead. I also have an outro
go ahead.
song. Once again, please give us a like if you're watching us on YouTube, a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and we will be talking pop culture this Saturday, and it looks like every Saturday, at least until we get dates. So, uh, tune on
That ain't
in.
happening. That
Click
ain't
the
happening.
link if you have a topic, if you want to join the show, because I
I,
almost
I,
want to invite
I, I,
Ed
I,
to join the
yeah,
show.
yeah, we're gonna have to. We're
'Cause
gonna have to invite Ed, and we're gonna keep doing this on Saturday because I'm not gonna get a date because apparently most women like it when you spend more than McDonald's money on them.
all right, yeah, we're gonna share the link and see if anybody wants to join us. Um, so, well, we only have 2 minutes or 1 minute or two. Wait, 2 and 2. What show
Yeah,
was that
two and
from? Do you
two and
remember?
two. Yeah. On the dating game
We'll be
thing, the
back in 2 and 2.
two
It
and
wasn't
two.
the dating game.
It wasn't a dating game. It was with Chuck Woolery.
We'll be back in 2 and 2. Chuck Woolery. Yep, you're right, Chuck
Chuck
Woolery.
Woolery. I can't remember the name of the show though. Ed, what's the name of the show?
Ed will know.
What's the name of the show, Ed? We'll be back in 2 and 2, Ed. 2 and 2, man. Show off.
Well, it was that
My
wasn't
people on the
card.
show.
It
I
wasn't
got to
card
show.
sharks.
No, I got to show off with a turncoat listening, but that's okay.
uh,
And the next show is so Kitty's gonna be there forever. What committee? What are you doing? Like the heck? Yeah, I'm gonna be here forever. I'm gonna be here every Saturday. Like what? Kitty's gonna be. What are you talking about? I thought we was peoples. You. Wow. I'm gonna just take me off the screen because I'm just gonna take this knife out my back. Love
Love
connection.
connection.
Love
Ed is
connection.
in the house. Ed knows. Ed knows.
I have an
Hey, let's,
idea. I have a great idea for the next show.
well, okay, let's hear it.
Rappers who transitioned to TV and movies.
I don't know. Are there enough of them for an
Oh
hour
yeah.
long discussion?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. That
I
might
mean,
not
let's.
be my jam.
Okay. Well, we'll think of some.
I'm sorry. I just had to give comedian the last
Cause she
word.
ain't ever getting a date. I am
Oh,
going to get a date. You know why? Because I posted on my Facebook and my social media that I had Black Panther sheets because every woman wants to go to Wakanda.
okay. Scary, scary stuff. Uh listen, guys, we are just looking for ways throughout the quarantine and all the things that we are dealing with in the world to kind of relax, chill out, have some fun.
That's the fun.
This is our way. We thank you for being a part of that. I'm Kathy, and he
I'm
is,
Kenny.
and together, Kathy and Kenny, we explain pop culture to the best of our ability. So we thank you so much for joining us.
And the best of
If
Ed's
you are
ability,
finding us on
apparently.
YouTube, we invite you to subscribe. If you're here with us on Facebook, like and share, have your own watch party. We really appreciate you so much.
Yes, we do.
And thank you so much for being here
Yes.
and being a part of the show. Hey, Kitty, I got an outro. You want to
Oh,
hear it?
let's
Again,
do the outro.
I haven't hooked it up so that it'll play within,
Okay. Well,
I'll get it to that point one day. But
yeah,
for
let's
now, I got to play it off of my
let's give it to
laptop.
him.
So
Let's give him the
give it
outro.
to him.
Okay,
Let's
hit
give
the
him the
outro.
outro.
Hit the outro.
Hold on.
Hold on.
It's the Flash here.
Hit the
And
outro now.
Kitty, I got an outro. Okay. Oh wait, I realized here's where it's not going to work because I am using the comments and watching it on Facebook. So now here, let me try it again. We'll hit
Try
the
again.
outro.
Hit the outro.
Thank you for geek. Thank you for geek. Thank you for geek.
It's got on a loop.
Oh my God.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.
There you go.
All right.
That's our show.
All right. All
Thank you
right.
so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much for being here with us. We will see you next week.
We'll take special fan mail from groupies. Thank you very much.
Oh, I ended the broadcast already.
Okay. Thank you.